Welcome to our new feature episodes for Incari Studio 2024. In this episode, we will show you how to combine 3D and 2D scenes with the render to texture and overlay feature in Incari Studio. In our first part, our main scene is a real-time 3D scene to showcase a charging situation of a car, but at the moment, we are missing additional interface elements to show specific information. In this scene, we have our design, which we imported from Figma directly into Incari Studio. For this, we use the Figma importer, implemented in Incari Studio. We will introduce the Figma importer separately in one of our next episodes. Follow our next posts to make sure you don't miss it. Going back to our 3D scene, we switch to player view and click the plus symbol in the scene outliner to create an overlay object. After we named it, we will have a look into the Overlay tab in the Attribute Editor. Under Overlay and Scene 2D, we select our Charging UI 2D scene. And as you can see, we get the 2D scene immediately shown as our desired overlay. Please keep it in mind, overlays are only visible in Player View, and not in the Editor View. Below the Scene tab, we can do additional adjustments such as position, scale, or rotation. Now, let's move on to part 2 and switch to another scene where we reverse the workflow and display a 3D scene in a 2D scene. To implement a 3D into a 2D scene, we use the feature Render to Texture. Here in this scene, we want to get our hero car on the road. To do this, we have created another 3D scene with corresponding assets. We've already introduced you to this project in our previous video titled Environment Lighting, so take a look if you haven't seen it yet. The active camera of the scene is the rear top cam, which we have already positioned before. When we select the camera, we see a preview window at the bottom right, and that the perspective matches the road in the user interface. In the Attribute Editor of the selected camera, we see the Render to Texture tab. Here we activate the Render to Texture feature for this camera. We can now display everything that this camera captures anywhere in our project in a 2D scene. We also increase the anti-aliasing to achieve smooth edges. Under Background mode, we can choose between Screen and Transparent. As we want to insert the car into the UI without any background, we set it to Transparent. This means that only the objects are taken into account and not the background of the scene. Don't forget to switch off the spotlight. Otherwise, it will also be rendered and cast an unwanted light on the objects. Let's switch back to the 2D scene. All we need now is an object that can receive the output of our camera. To do this, we right-click in the scene outliner to create a frame and rename it. I place it roughly in the center and set the scaling to 500 to 500 pixels. Under the Fill tab, we change the type from solid to image and click on the slot. A small pop-up window opens, which may take some time depending on the asset load. We switch from the Asset Manager view to the Database view and search for our Render to Texture camera. We select it, and we see our car rendered in real time on a 2D texture, placed in our user interface. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next feature episode.